Welcome to episode 1 of a brand new player career here on FC25. We're doing things differently this year. We're not just picking a random League 2 side and starting in England. We're getting on a plane and flying stateside. David Beckham gave me a call. He said, Ches, we need a new cam. I need someone to interlink the play between Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez and Sergio Busquets. I am to be that new man. The spreadsheet's back as well. We know you love it. And for those that aren't aware of it, let me show you quickly through it right now. Coming back from last year, we have the full stat tracking spreadsheet that we love so much. Tracking all of the individual stats you can see across the top. Goals, assists, minutes, home away, opponents, etc. And it all automatically updates throughout this spreadsheet. If you'd like to download it for yourselves to keep track of your own saves, there will be a link in the description to a WeTransfer download where you can get this spreadsheet and the realistic RTG spreadsheet that we were using for the last save of FC24 and will be using for the next manager mode save on FC25 once we finished the Manchester United save over on the main channel. Do go across and join the main channel for that Manchester United save. I've, of course, got the third kit on here as we've been playing that recently. Please do drop this video a like if you're looking forward to this save. I'd very much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too so you don't miss out on any more of this save. Coming to you from now over the weekend and then every weekday henceforth. Similarly for the main channel as well with the Manchester United save. And then the dovetailing Football Manager and Formula 1 content will continue in the not too distant future as well. Time to start a new player career. And player career looks different this year again as well. It's not just a new team and a new country. We set it up differently too. So as I'm sure you're probably aware by this point from either your own saves or watching other YouTube videos, there is an origin story way that you start your player career this year. You can go clean slate or custom, but if you do so, you will start as a 75 rated player at present. Whether they're going to patch that or not, I don't know. But at the moment, if you go custom or clean slate, you start as a 75 rated player. We'd like to start significantly lower than that, which you will do with the 3 origin stories. Your starting skill level determines how many attribute unlocks you have available to you right at the very beginning of the save. Now, I'm not going to use whatever attribute boosts we have allowed to us, so we stay slightly lower rated for longer in the save. The 3 options are Great Expectations, where you come in as a pro skill level, so you've already got some talent, but you are the son of a former footballing legend and you're effectively trying to write your own history rather than being that bloke's kid. Then there's a Climb to the Top, which is the one that we're going to select, where you're slightly older at 23, not 18, but you've effectively fought your way up through the ranks of the footballing world, coming from the streets, falling in love with football and effectively earning your way to where you're going to get. Jamie Vardy-esque, so to speak. You do get a basic skill starting level for that, but you do get a slight boost with regards to some of the personality points, and you can see a slight improvement with some of the areas of your game and slight negatives with some area of the game. Similarly, with the Great Expectations as well. Then there's the Return to Glory, where you start even further along your career. You're 27 years of age as you start that one. Advanced is kind of the intermediary between pro and, I think, anyway, or advanced might even be further still from pro. We're obviously going to start on basic. This is where you've been at the very top of the game, had a giant, almost career-ending injury, and are now trying to work your way back to the very top of the sport. I'm going to select, as we say, the Climb to the Top, where we're going to start as a 23-year-old, which again is something completely different to what we've done previously. We normally start as young as you possibly can, and we will be starting at Inter Miami, as you can probably tell from the thumbnail. The crucial thing here is I'm going to be 64 rated-ish, and the third central midfielder that they have in their team is 64 rated. So even though I'm playing in a side with Messi and Busquets and Alba and Suarez, I do justifiably have a chance of getting into that starting 11 based on the rest of their squad. I'm going to make myself as creatively close to myself as I can with my height and body weight. And then positionally, as we say, we're going to be an attacking central midfielder here rather than the usual striker. Meaning that sometimes we'll be playing at centre mid. Sometimes we'll be playing at cam. We might even get utilised as a winger from time to time. And we'll start on Legendary with the simulation gameplay on. Wind effects set to high and weather effects on as well. Transfer approaches will be loose and currency will be in sterling. Difficulty effects. You know what? Do we go strict? Negotiations are more difficult. I mean, quite frankly, I don't think this really affects it too much because I imagine the expectations are quite similar between the two. We'll go for strict to make it that much more difficult for ourselves if that does make a difference. I'm not sure whether it does actually, but we'll advance there then. And with our new style of save, we have new beginnings. All of us are living this together, and we are starting here in Florida. I am not ever going to be able to play with Lionel Messi in any other way, so this is the way that we have to go about it. Leo will retire by the time I get to the point of being able to find my way towards playing with him. So, completely different style of career mode with a player career that we're used to, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Do drop the video like if if you're enjoying. Leave me your feedback in the comment section to have your name up on the board behind me next episode. But trying to impress the boss here. This is the same intro as you're used to seeing in previous career modes. Initially, you start as a reserve here, but with training, you can force your way into the starting lineup before that first game against Real Salt Lake. Now, I am currently, as I say, as you can see top right, 64 rated. I have 30 skill points available to me. It is my initial intention to not use any of those skill points in Season 1. I would have liked to start with a created player as 55 rated me and then work my way up from being much lower rated. But unfortunately, you can create a player and start as a real life player and use that much lower rated created player. But because it's a created player in the game, it gives you the potential to be special tag. So even if you don't use your skill points, your player still grows as the save progresses. So you're not in full control of your growth. Whereas this way, we are still in full control of our growth. We just so happen to not be starting as lowly rated as we perhaps would like to. But I can show you the squad here at Inter Miami. And there is Rotondo, who's 74. And then elsewhere, there's a 68 rated Gomez, 67 rated Kramashi, and a 64 rated Ruiz, who's normally the starting player in that centre mid spot alongside Busquets and Redondo. But I'm going to fight for that. Obviously, Morales is 57 and I'm 64. They play a 4-3-3 with 2 centre mids and a CDM. So I will be hoping to be that third central midfielder. And I think 64 with the prospect of growing is justifiably in there, or challenging at least, with Gomez, etc. Obviously, the highest rated players in the squads are the former Barcelona boys. Messi at 88, Suarez at 82, Busquets 81 and Jordi Alba at 80. But there's still some quality in there as well from players that were already at the club before those boys arrived. But David Beckham is putting his faith in me to help Inter Miami challenge for the MLS Cup. So the question is, can we challenge for the MLS Cup? We shall wait and indeed see. With regards my agent, we will find out in due course what recommendations come in for us. But like I say, I'm not planning on growing at all throughout the course of this first season unless you guys feel differently. If you think I should grow a little bit this year, then do let me know in the comment section and I'll take that feedback on board, certainly. Let me know who you think my target team should be as well. If there's a club you think we should aim to move to in Season 2, or at least have on the vote, as you will always have a vote as to where we move to next in our next season, then do let me know. But at present, I'm not putting anyone in there, and I'm not going to put Cambridge in there either, for what it's worth. If Cambridge come up by the recommendations, buzzing. But I'm not going to shoehorn and force a move to Cambridge unless it comes up organically through the save. Right, all of that said, we've got shopping and personality points we can use. I do have 3 playstyle slots unlocked available for me at the moment, but I'm only going to utilise 1 at present, that being Incisive Pass. outside of that, we'll leave the rest free for now. And as we start to progress, we might as well just head straight towards that game against Real Salt Lake, because of the way, obviously, the MLS works. It's a calendar year rather than a sporting year in America. So the fixtures don't start until towards the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March. But we will see you there. We've reached the first match day, which is a pre-season friendly. With the training I had before this game, I've not quite reached the sub bench for this one. So Ruiz at 64 rated gets the start instead of me in that centre mid role. But we look decent nonetheless. And it's a 0-0 draw actually, so it wasn't that decent. Clearly, I think actually we signed a new goalkeeper there. If I go to the squad hub, I don't remember us having a 75 rated goalkeeper as we came in. Yeah, Andrew is new at the club since 2024. Andrew's a very good goalkeeper, so he's new at the club, and that will be a big boost for us in our attempts to try and win something this year at Inter Miami. What we stand the opportunity to win longer term obviously remains to be seen, but at present, I think we should be pretty decent here at Inter Miami. I'm not going to mess about with too many training drills. I'm just going to redo what I did before, and that should get me onto the bench. Indeed it does. So time to make our first appearance as an Inter Miami player. It's coming on at left centre mid, which is where we envisaged we would be playing, for Ruiz, who it was that we envisaged playing ahead of. 2-0 up already thanks to Luis Suarez, and 15 minutes to go. Here we go then. Are we in the home kit or the away kit? I didn't check. Oh, pretty in pink. My objectives are 6.5 rating, 1 interception and a 30% pass success rate, which surely we should be able to do. Playing as a left centre mid, obviously it's our ambition to work our way into a club where we can play at cam. Into Miami. Oh dear, this could be a terrible start. It is indeed. Cordoba scores 60 seconds after I came off the bench. Thankfully I wasn't at fault for it, but the manager is absolutely thrilled, as are all of the substitutes. Not an ideal way to come onto the pitch, but like I say, it's my intention to impress so much so in this role with some forward capabilities that someone will trust me with a transfer to play in a cam role. That is the ultimate aim here. But at present, we're going to have to do a job for the team. And fingers crossed that job will be enough to see Inter Miami be successful and ourselves as an individual as well. Well up, Sergio Busquets. Here's Luis Suarez. I called for it, I didn't get it. It's not a problem. He played a much better pass. Here's Luis Suarez again. I've called for it now. And I'll give the ball to Lionel Messi. That's not something I've ever done in player career mode before. Luis Suarez will give it to me. We'll work it out wide and maybe we could have a chance. Taylor, Suarez. Oh, nearly the hat-trick. Saved at the near post. They make a change. I'm about the penalty spot for the corner. It's not coming my way. It's going to be flicked away, but still kept alive, maybe. No. From the throw-in then, Messi will get it back into the play. Here's Jordi Alba. Do I? Why not? I mean, it bent well enough, but it bent a long way wide. It's not the greatest of clearances from the goalkeeper. I'll get this out wide to Leo. Leo finds Chewy. Chewy looks for me, I'll be honest. I didn't anticipate that. I don't know how aggressive to be with my forward runs. Busquets is obviously not going to get forward at all. I don't know how forward thinking Rotondo is. So I'm not sure if he's going to be the one that has the license to get forward, or I'm the one that's going to have the license to get forward. Perhaps I need to have a closer look at Rotondo's stats and his... Well, now I'm playing at left attacking mid. We've changed formation here. Unfortunately, when you come on as a sub, you can't see what formation you're playing or other players' ratings, etc. But a formation change, and now we are genuinely in an attacking midfield position. That is good to know that we will make changes like that. So we will have the opportunity here then to play in an attacking midfield position. That's a bonus surprise. So probably then a 4-3-2-1 with us as a left attacking mid, Messi as a right attacking mid, and Suarez as the striker. Another shot for Cordoba, but they've wasted it this time. Yeah, 4-3-2-1, the Christmas tree. Brilliant. Rojas again. Rojas to Suarez. Suarez to Messi. Messi to me, maybe. Wrong foot the defender. Bend it. I've bent it wide again. It's a good opportunity, though, and good movement and good play into Miami. Should be good fun to play for. Lay back in front of Rojas. He's going to get forward here. He's giving it back to me. I'll look for Luis Suarez. He's found me again. I've got Messi through the gap. A little bit too ambitious to try and find Messi through there. I could have had a shot at goal again. As it happens, we do get the win. Luis Suarez's brace before we came onto the pitch is enough to see Inter Miami get the victory. It could have been more if I'd have found the target, but, well, making your debut alongside Lionel Messi is not something I've ever done in a player career mode before. I'm looking forward to this. Let's see what else we can do moving forward. Have we done enough to earn ourselves some more minutes next time out? 16 we played there. Plus 15 to our manager favour, which will go very nicely into the bank. Some personality points too. Growing well. Like I say, I'm anticipating not really utilising any of my opportunities to grow in this first season, unless you guys think that I should improve myself in certain areas. Maybe areas that might not improve our overall, like stamina or something like that. Potentially. I will train, though, at the opportunity at the moment to try and get myself up to the next level and into the starting lineup, or at least keep ourselves where we were with our previous player rating, or manager favour, sorry. Rather than just constantly going back as it declines each match day, we'll keep ourselves where we were, and then it will be our on-field performances that move it forward. Coming on again at left centre mid, Messi's already given us a 1-0 lead here against Deportivo Riestra. Another 12 minutes or so here to make a difference. Coming on for Ruiz again in that central role. 6.5, a goal involvement it wants from me now, and to recover the possession as well. I'll try and win the ball back if I can. I am in a deeper midfield role, so it will be part of my repertoire of responsibilities to get the ball back. We actually don't have Luis Suarez on the pitch at present. He is either on the bench or not involved on this particular match day. I'm heavily involved again in a central area, which is what we would like to see. Involved in all the build-up, playing with a striker in front of us that, well, normally anyway, a striker in front of us that is going to cause defence's problems. There is going to be the opportunity for some assists in this save and in this first season. Farias somehow scores the first goal of our involvement on the pitch. Don't ask me how he's done that. I really couldn't tell you. But it's 2-0 into Miami. New position, Cam. We've changed formation again. It's popped up just underneath me, so to speak, with my camera. I am now being played in a more central forward attacking midfield position. This is a really... I genuinely didn't know that before we started at Inter Miami. I just thought it would be a really cool place to start and get the chance to play with some higher rated players and have some entertaining gameplay for Season 1. And it turns out, actually, we've lucked out in that it will utilise me in a forward attacking midfield position, despite the fact... Oh, that's travelling! Despite the fact that I default to a centre mid spot. That's a real bonus surprise, as we say. 2-0 here with 5 minutes or so to go. I probably should have played Lionel Messi in there. Not many players would choose to shoot over playing in the Maestro, but I did on that occasion. I think I need to learn my place in this squad first, don't I? Can I win this back? No. Couldn't quite get there to even try for my objective. Jordi Alba. Here we go. Building forward. I'll give it to you this time, Leo. He called for it and he'll get it. He's turned well. Oh, he's played me in. Oh, look for Leo again. Messi! An assist for the cheese! My first goal contribution is to set up the best player of all time. Lionel Messi makes it 3. And I've got myself my first assist. Cheeky little toe poke. No Messi magic there. Just an elongated 1-2, although the movement is superb from Leo, as you would expect. Right place, right time to get on the end of it. Up the pinks. Go for a bit of a bigger switch. Out to Jordi Alba. Here's Sergio Busquets. Redondo. Lovely ball into Messi. Great first touch. He's going for it with his right foot. Can't blame him. Already 3-0 up. Might as well have a go. That'll be game. It's a 3-0 into Miami win. I have an assist to Lionel Messi already. And this is turning out to be quite the introduction to a player career. Despite getting the assist, only a +5 to my manager rating there. I'm not going to rush my way into the starting lineup. Like we say, we're not the highest rated centre mid available. Just chilling, apparently. A big win deserves to be celebrated with a night of rest and relaxation, hanging out in the company of famous friends. Famous friends like my world-class teammates, I think is probably the best way to phrase that. Agent message, hello. You must be feeling on top of the world right now, lifting that trophy. Oh, we won the preseason tournament as well. Up the Pinks. What is Inter Miami's nickname, by the way? I don't necessarily want to be screaming up the Pinks all season. Look at Leo, there he is. Smiling with a trophy. Love a bit of it. Go on, lad. A trophy in America for Lionel Messi already. An assist for me already as well. And I'll show you my agent. At present, we do have a couple of recommendations. Burnley and Parma. I can't remember whether I showed that earlier in the save or not. Earlier in the episode or not. Or whether it was just on stream. I was anticipating not necessarily making that high a jump with my first move, if I'm honest. Hence why I'm planning on not really growing at all. Or minimally at least. In this first season. But we should advance towards the first game of the MLS season here, which is Real Salt Lake at home. We'll have a quick train. We will be closer to the starting lineup, but we won't be in it, even with the training. But that's fine. We've only made one impact off the bench. We need to make multiple impacts off the bench if we're to force our way into that starting lineup. And we will be off the bench again here. Left centre mid again. Messi and Taylor have already given us a 2-0 lead, but Luis Suarez at the moment can't find his way into the starting lineup. Which begs the question, have we sold Luis Suarez? I'll check after this. Coming on in the 64th minute this time, a much bigger introduction. Here we go, coming on for Diego Gomez. Wasn't Ruiz this time. Want me to get an assist? 2 attacking passes is going to be the easier one to do. That's what we'll go for. Of course, the MLS graphics, MLS broadcast package, whilst we're here in the United States of America land. Unfortunately, ball given away as we try and build down the left-hand side, but one back quickly, and Taylor will look for me, and unfortunately won't find me. Hidal will go down the line for Real Salt Lake. Into Brook, I'd expect much more of a test. Now that we're in league games, there are certainly going to be some teams that are better than Inter Miami in Major League Soccer this season. But I tell you what, that signing of a 75 rated Andrew in goal genuinely could make a massive impact. I'm going to try and get forward here, but I don't want to step on any toes of the more attacking players in the squad. That's a lovely ball through the gap there to Taylor, who I believe is starting on the left-hand side here. I'm going to loiter on the edge of the box because that's the sort of player I want to be. Oh, and I should have called for that. I think it was trying to find me anyway, but couldn't quite find the ball through. 70 minutes played. Still 2-0. Don't really want to be the most forward man here, but... Oh, Ches, that is awful, mate. Trying to find one of 3 on the left-hand side, and I found the 4th man, which was a Real Salt Lake player. That's not my best moment in a pink shirt so far. And here's Diogo Gonçalves. Thankfully, Jordi Alba's dug me out of a hole there, because that would absolutely have been my fault. And look at the swing that the wind put on the ball there. Looked like it was going out to the right wing and came all the way back into the centre circle. I'm going to have to get stuck in here, and have done. Good. I don't have great tackling stats, I don't think. In fact, after this third game, I will show you what my rating is with regards to the individual attributes, so you can get an idea of the sort of player we are when we start our career here. Because we're going to be a cam that's having to do both attacking and defensive roles here, I think. Kressel and Messi. Jeez, all right. First time from Lionel Messi. That's the sort of quality we have to aspire to with our range of passing. It's the sort of quality we don't yet have with our range of passing. I think Luis Suarez is off the bench here, actually, the number 9 in there. So we do still have Luis at the club, which is refreshing to know. I was slightly concerned we might have sold Luis Suarez, to be completely honest, but thankfully we haven't. Hopefully he'll be able to make an impact throughout the course of this season and give Inter Miami the opportunity to win some silverware this year. We didn't win trophies everywhere we were in the FC24 player career, but we did win quite a few. And I would like to win as much as possible, rather understandably. Might even add a page to the spreadsheet of, or a part of somewhere on the spreadsheet that has a trophy cabinet in it. Oh, I wasn't expecting the ball back from Jordi Alba there. I thought it was going to go down the line. That's caught me napping. Real Salt Lake looking for a goal back here. Don't know whether they do things on goal difference in Major League Soccer or whether it's done on head-to-head. I presume it's done on head-to-head, although I really genuinely don't know. So you guys in the comment section will have to let me know that if you possibly could. Looks like we're going to get a 2-0 win, though, in our opening day fixture here against Real Salt Lake. We're not in the starting lineup yet, but we're not far away from it. Really haven't impressed, actually, on this occasion. I feel like I've been involved enough to have more than a 6.0 rating, but we've supposedly, on paper, disappointed in this fixture so far. Messi will find me. And there's Sergio Busquets, and he will not find me again. And that's probably going to be game. Well, it's a win for the club, but it's not necessarily the best of performances from me on that occasion. In actual fact, it's my worst performance of my career thus far. Here are my attributes then. As a 23-year-old, 6'4", 182 pounds, right-footed cam that's playing majorly at centre mid, but still. Well, what do I know about Rotondo as well? He's more defence-minded at centre mid and CDM, so I am going to be that midfielder in the 3 that pushes on. That's good to know. It gives me the licence to be a bit more forward-thinking. So, my attributes then. They're not great to start with, but obviously you have to start somewhere. Here we are. Pace of 60. Weak foot of 2 stars. Skill moves of 3. Shooting 61. Passing 61. Dribbling 65. I've got 70 physical, but that comes hand in hand with being a big, tall, fat boy at 6'4" and 182 pounds. Half winger, shadow striker, and playmaker are the roles that the manager can deploy me in when I'm at cam, not at centre mid as we are with the default formation here. But I don't yet have any plus roles at this stage. Hopefully that will come in due course. You can see my physicals there, and as we thought, decent strength, decent jumping for someone that's tall and weighs a decent amount. 71 stamina is not bad, actually. 56 acceleration, however, is not amazing, but we can grow throughout the course of the save, of course. 60 agility, 70 balance, 63 sprint speed. Decent composure, though, at 80. Really, really pleased with that. Vision of 72 will come in handy as well as a forward-thinking, pass-spraying, attacking midfielder. We've already got 1 assist to Lionel Messi in our locker already. My standout technical stats are my short passing at 67, dribbling at 67, and actually free kick accuracy of 69. I don't think I'll be taking any free kicks ahead of Messi, though. Do you? Not yet, anyway. Or ever, for that matter. Messi could be 90 and he still have a better free kick than me. I do have the incisive pass play style, of course, that we manually put on earlier. And you'll have to let me know in the YouTube comment section whether you think I should employ all of those play styles that I have available to me in the 3 slots, or whether you think, in fact, it might even be 4 slots now. It is indeed, I have 4 slots available to me. Do I add any more in there, or do we leave it as 1 for now and maybe even do 1 a month perhaps, or 1 every quarter, so to speak, of the calendar year? You'll have to let me know. I'll show you the standings, though, at this stage of the MLS season. We are, well, in fact, the only 2 sides to have played so far. So, hang on, round 2, MLS Open Cup. Was that not an MLS game? We're not on that list. Wait, what? No, what? Surely that was an MLS game. It's got to be different conferences, right? But I'm not... No, Real Salt Lake are there, having lost 1. Yeah, but where are we? Where are we? We did a win. Real Salt Lake are bottom. And... But how do I change to Eastern and Western? That's the thing. Oh, yeah, like that. Well done, Ches. Way! Who's a dummy? Me is the answer. Very, very big dummy. Didn't see it at the top. I was looking for it at the bottom. Eastern Conference, Western Conference. We're top of the Eastern Conference. We are the only side to have played thus far, so we're top of the table. Forgive my ignorance, MLS fans. I'm learning your ways, and hopefully you can teach me them too. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this save. Would love to have you here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Come and join me on stream as well and see all of the behind the scenes. There's links in the description to A, the spreadsheet, if you want to use that for yourselves, and B, the Chesnoid Live YouTube channel and the Chesnoid Gaming Twitch channel where all of our streams happen. Join me in the next episode tomorrow for LA Galaxy away from home. our first opportunity to play in a real life stadium. Looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get another goal contribution too. I'll see you then.